Hey guys, what is going on? Everyone in here bringing you guys a topic Tuesday, and today I want to talk to you guys about what are you doing in life. This talk is for those people who, when you ask like, hey, what are you doing when you graduate college, they have no idea. Or you go like, hey, what is your major gonna be in college? They're always like, I don't know, I'm undecided. Yeah, this is kind of for those people. Now I have to be honest, I was kind of one of those people. For example, when I went to college before I dropped out, I was going for computer science, but I had no idea what job I was going to go for. I knew it was going to be something with PCs on the software side, not coding, because I hate coding. I hate it with a passion. I cannot stand looking at your monitor at 5,000 lines of code trying to figure out where there's a period missing. It's not my thing. But for example, I did follow along to, let's call it society's graduation. You go to elementary school, you go to high school, you go to college, and then eventually you're supposed to get a job. Now there's nothing wrong with that, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that there's anything wrong with that, but everything is paved for you nowadays, and sometimes you miss on a lot of details, and one of those details is kind of big. It's kind of like the job you're going for, and I was in that spot. For example, I liked Photoshop, I liked Flash, I knew how to code in HTML, PHP, and CSS, so I figured I was gonna go with something with web design. Well, my advisor told me that web design would fall under the category of graphic design. Now graphic design is not something that I wanted to do because I cannot draw. I can do things in Photoshop, I know how to make a website look clean, I know how to make it professional, but I cannot. If you give me like a pen and pencil, be like draw a horse, I would probably end up drawing something that looks like a square bicycle, like not anywhere close. I cannot draw, but I know how to make things look nice in Photoshop. And because of that, I didn't go for the major that I was supposed to go. I ended up going for computer science, the broad major when it comes to PCs, computer science. In reality, I was supposed to go for a major called computational media, and if I ever get rid of my anxiety, panic attacks, short of breath, I would definitely go to Georgia Tech and try to get it, unless I'm too old or I have a wife that makes a lot more money that I don't have to go to college. I'm still taking applications, by the way. But let's jump back on topic. Everything that I said so far is because I wanted to give you guys a little bit of a background, a little bit of a foundation to talk about what I wanted to talk to you guys today, which is the question, what are you doing in life, career-wise? And I have personally never sat down trying to figure out what I'm going to do with my life. I didn't do it when I was in elementary school. I didn't do it when I was in high school. And to be honest, I didn't really do it when I was in college. I kind of did it. I more scratched the surface of what I was supposed to do. And because on YouTube right now 44% of my audience is between the ages of 13 and 24, and the bigger part of that 44% is ages 13 to 17, I think that that is a critical age that you guys should spend a little time to figure out what you're gonna do in your life. Now all the things that I'm saying in this video are things that I didn't hear when I was that age. I never had anybody give me this speech because the counselor that I had was one of those people that would get me in their offices and get me out as soon as possible. And I know I'm not the only one who went through this. I'm sure there's a bunch of you guys that have gone to a counselor or advisor and you just feel that they have absolutely no interest in you. You're there and they just put you in the schedule, give you some classes, give you a brochure, and good luck. You just feel that this guy has absolutely no interest in my life or what I'm gonna do with my career. And I'm not saying that everybody is that way, because I know there was one counselor, she was amazing and everybody wanted her, but because she was overpacked, I couldn't get her, so I ended up with the guy that I would spend 5 minutes in his office and that's it. That was my next 6 months planned. I'm saying this because it's building up to be what a lot of people call the cold truth of real life. And as you grow older, you're gonna have less things paved for you. You're gonna have less people looking out for you. You're gonna have less advice and more competition, and you won't get a clean direction to your dream job. You will have to do some research. You will have to open up a couple of websites, look through their careers, see their requirements, and plan it for yourself. And I'm not gonna lie, it's kind of a scary thought, and I know it might not seem like it, but you're gonna have to do this planning part sooner or later. And when you're doing it, at one point you're gonna sit there and realize like, whoa, this is my life. What you're deciding then is going to be the next 4 to 5 years of college, and then that's going to lead to the job that you're going to potentially have for the rest of your life. And because of that, I think it's important to know what you want from life. Sooner the better, because you can plan in advance and you won't have to be that kid in college who's 20-something years old, third year in college, taking random classes that are not even for your major just to be in college. Because personally, I have enough credits to be considered a junior in college. but credits towards my major, I'm technically a sophomore in college. Because like an idiot, I took random classes with at the time she was my girlfriend, because you know, nothing says romantic like taking biology and biology lab for your computer science major. And truth be told, I never had anybody tell me this side of the story. I was always guided like go to elementary, go to high school, go to college and get a job. Then I missed details like what my job is going to be. I was like, computer science, I'm probably going to go with something with computers. I never had anybody tell me like, yo, there's about 730 hours in a month. Take 2 of those hours, look through some careers and the requirements, and then take another hour and look to some colleges that offer those requirements. And I know that some of you guys are thinking around like, dude, that's boring. I don't want to do it. I'll just wing it. I'll cross that bridge when I get to it. But the thing is, no. When you sit down and realize that 3 hours can change your career and your life, I don't know about you guys, but I'd spend more than that, and I'd try to find the best careers I can. And not only that, but I would also try to find one that I would really enjoy, because after all, it's your life and you're the one that gets to plan it. It shouldn't be guided to something that you're potentially gonna hate. You have to start looking while you still have the possibilities and while you still have the options, because once you start college, you're gonna start taking your core classes, and then you're gonna have to take some classes towards a major. And if you end up taking classes like chemistry, biology and things like this, your field is gonna get limited unless you want to spend more time in college. And if you take those classes, you're most likely gonna end up with a medical field position. And if you hate hospitals and medicine and things like that, you're gonna hate your job. Now, before this video ends, I want to show you guys how easy it is to do this research. And what I'm going to show you guys on the screen is something that applies to students in Georgia. I'm pretty sure that every state has something like this, but it's a website called gacollege411.org. And you go to career planning, explore careers, and they show you the rising careers for 2016. Supposedly, if you started college in the fall of 2012, you're going to graduate in 2016. They split it up by more than bachelor's, associates, and etc. And you can see the estimated openings and about how much that career is going to make. Not only that, but you can click on a career, you can get more information on what they do, the skills you need, where you're going to have to learn, the money, connections, etc. So this is kind of awesome when you think about it. I don't know, guys, we get to live in this amazing free information era where you can access all the information you want so easily. But goodness gracious, we're so freaking lazy. Especially when in just a few hours you can potentially change your life and get a direction. Anyway, that's what I wanted to talk on today's Topic Tuesday. I hope you found this encouraging. I hope you found this helpful. Again, if you're one of those lazy, ride the bandwagon type of guys like I was, I really hope you get yourself together, do some research, and take control of your life and your future. Just plan it. But as always, feedback is welcome. Have an awesome day, everybody. If you want to share anything in the comment section below, don't be afraid to get involved with it. And overall, just have an awesome day. All right, talk to you guys later. God bless. Bye-bye. What I want to talk to you guys about today is going to be more related to careers that are not your typical careers. For example, we're going to look more along the lines of people trying to open their own web design firm or web coding in PHP, Java, VB.NET, Ruby on Rails, etc. Search engine optimization, social media marketing, application coding, Android and Apple apps, developing the next Facebook or the next Twitter, or developing the next Dropbox or Spotify. So you get the idea. Not the typical jobs that require you to have a particular certification or knowledge that can only be given to you by the government, such as doctors, nurses, teachers, or a bulldozer driver. Okay, fine, not the last one. The contrasting careers that I'm trying to portray here is between the ones that